Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on Pittsburgh CW. The number to get in touch with us is 412-575-2600. Let us know what you think. You can air your opinions there on the Bordas and Bordas hotline or tweet us at KDPomp, at Ron Cook PG. And we begin tonight with some hockey stuff because there were two big games featuring two historic games. First of all, Marc-Andre Fleury, congrats to him. Career win number 400, and he did it at the Wells Fargo Center against the Flyers. That had to be doubly special for him. 3-2 the final score. Vegas gets a late goal to win that game, and Vegas helps the Penguins out. The Flyers remain behind them. But the bad news is that Washington won in overtime against a good Winnipeg team, 3-2 in overtime. Kuznetsov got the game winner, but Alex Ovechkin had two goals, 41-42. That puts him at 600, the fourth player all-time to get 600 in fewer than 1,000 games. And on that note, we bring in Ron Cook of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette at 93.7 The Fan, the Cook and Pony Show, back from a week down south with his lovely daughter, and so you came back and you find out the Penguins are in first place, and now we found out tonight they're back in second place. It's going to go like that.
Yeah, I actually got back yesterday, and I went right to the hockey game last night and watched them beat Dallas. That was a nice win. Mike Sullivan said it might have been one of the best wins of the season for them all around. It was great to see Malkin playing out of his mind. I wrote about him in the PG tomorrow. I think he should be the Hart Trophy winner right now. I think he's the MVP of the league. I did get to watch both of those games. I saw both of the highlights tonight. Ovechkin, what can you say? You might not like him, but he's the greatest goal scorer of this generation. And Fleury to get 400, to see him afterwards, that smile. We watched a lot of them here, that's for sure. But he's 13th now. He has a chance to get in the top 10 by the end of the year. To me, he's headed to the Hall of Fame, Bob. I really believe
No, there's no doubt. I think so as well. And he's been terrific for them. He works every night now. He's been the guy they go into. He was once shuffling with Malcolm Subban, but that's not happening anymore. It's Fleury almost every single night. And they have a good shot in the Western Conference. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow, the Penguins are off back at practice, and then they go to New York for the Rangers on Wednesday. And then they have the Canadiens in Montreal on Thursday. And by the way, Montreal lost to Columbus, and Ian Cole got another goal tonight.
I saw that as well. So pretty cool, pretty cool. I mean, he looked like a sniper back there, the way he fired that. He looked like Chris Letang or Justin Schultz with that goal.
He did, and so Columbus wins again. That was good for them because Florida Panthers lost at home tonight to the Ottawa Senators, so that hurts their cause a little bit. All right, the other thing going on, of course, is NFL free agency on Wednesday. The Steelers today said to William Gay, that's it. We're going to release you. That makes two veterans, Mike Mitchell last week. William Gay was really a good player for someone who was a fifth-round pick out of Louisville many years ago. He never missed a game in the NFL. Ron, and he made some big plays, hence the nickname Big Play Gay.
And he'd intercept passes and return them for touchdowns. I'm a little surprised they brought him back last year. I thought they could have cut him even before last season. I don't think he's been very good the last couple years, but he had an outstanding career here. And when they bring back the alumni for some of these celebrations, he should get a big hand because he was a big part of their success.
He really was. And we have March Madness, of course, going on. It'll take place at the PPG Paints Arena. First two rounds right here, and it's a great field of teams. You got Villanova, you have Duke, a number 2 seed, and a team that won a couple of years ago. Villanova won, what, 3 years ago? Or 3 years ago. And so this is great. You also have Trae Young, who shouldn't even be in this tournament field. Oklahoma had 18 wins, melted down the stretch, but because he's a name recognition guy, he's a big NBA gonna-be player, so they put him in the field. They also hurt teams like Oklahoma State that should have been in the field. You know, Ron, I looked at this, and you're always going to have snubs. But to me, Oklahoma State, with 2 wins over Kansas, 2 over Oklahoma, they beat West Virginia in Morgantown. How do you ignore that? And the committee says, well, look at your non-conference. I look at those head-to-head games against really good teams.
Right. Well, they want Trae Young in the field. He's a great player. I mean, just say what it is. They wanted a great player in the field. I think it's a great matchups here in Pittsburgh. You have Duke. I think Duke is probably the #1 team that any of these cities would want. Love him or hate him. Yeah, Krzyzewski is the biggest name in coaching. He makes $9 million a year. You got Grayson Allen, a built-in villain. You got Bagley the third, who's going to probably be the #1 pick in the draft. Having Duke is lucky. Having Villanova is great. Trae Young is wonderful on top of that. I think we got a great weekend of basketball ahead, Bob.
And a good team from Alabama led by Colin Sexton, who's really good in his own right. So a lot of good basketball at, and we'll have a lot of games on KDKA and CBS. So we'll take a break on that note. Give us a shout here. It's 412-575-2600. You can also tweet us. You can Snapchat. You can Instagram. You can do whatever you want. We're here to answer your questions, and we'll do that when we continue right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, only on Pittsburgh CW.